Guys, so whenever I post my hair transformations on Instagram, I get tons of requests asking how I got my curls to get to where they are now from where they were before. It seems like it'd be simple, but it's not. I actually changed my whole entire life. Like, my lifestyle changed, and I really wanted to. It's not easy to every day tell everybody every single little detail that I did, and I figured why not get it all together in one video and hopefully get everybody started on their own healthy hair journey. There's also going to be a giveaway at the end with Devacurl for 3 lucky winners, because let's face it, Devacurl, that's what I used when I first dedicated myself to this journey. I strictly only use Devacurl, so I can definitely say yes, Devacurl is who helped me transform my hair. I also got the Diva Cut, so it's all about Devacurl for this video. And then next week I'm going to show you guys other products that I have found once my hair, you know, I got used to it and know how to work with it. And I just wanted to give you guys some other options because that's what I'm here for. I started my Instagram to be a place of product reviews where I kind of let you guys know before you go and spend all your money on something. So I'm hoping that it helps everyone. Hope you like it. First, I'm going to start you off with a little background on me, and I've always loved curly hair. I've always wanted my curls to be the curls that I saw on TV, but I just never really knew how to get, let's face it, curls back in the early 2000s. They were crunchy, they were hard. It was just horrible. We did not have the right products available, and I definitely was not using the right methods for my curl type. I didn't even know there was such thing as curl types, so you can only imagine. But yes, so when I was in like the 8th and 9th grade, I actually used box relaxers. Yes, me and my best friend would faithfully put box relaxers in our hair, touch them up. I would even do highlights, box highlights. I would do box color. Of course, I was putting heat on my hair. Reading a label, yeah, right. I never read a label. Like, it was horrible. And I'm talking, when I straightened my hair, I would put some blue magic grease in it, put that flat iron on there, like smoke sizzling out of my hair. Forget about it. Once I realized that box relaxers weren't for me and box perms clearly weren't for me, I went through my tight ponytail, tight bun, hair pullback every day, slick back tight with my gel. I went through that phase. And I have to say, my edges took a toll. Like, I still have post-traumatic edge disorder. It's pretty bad. So that's why I always tell people, avoid pulling your hair back tight. Like, it might look cute for that night, it might look cute, it might be easy, but in the end, it's not gonna be cute. You're gonna be sad, your edges are gonna be sad. Don't do it. And then on top of my tight ponytails and using gel with alcohol in it, because I was not reading ingredients, I was still coloring my hair with box color. I was going for that Mariah Carey color. I remember I was obsessed with Mariah Carey's hair, so I was always trying to get light. And then I kind of went through my little phase where I wanted like the dark hair with the light highlights, and I never paid attention to, you know, how much time was in between. So there were some times where, like, I would color my hair 1 month, and then maybe like a month and a half later I'm putting highlights in it, and then maybe 2 months later putting some more highlights or lightening it. It was bad. And then when I would wear my hair curly, or what I called curly back then, I was not using a diffuser. I did always scrunch. My big sister taught me that. It was kind of nice having a big sister that had the same hair. Like, when I say we had the same hair type, we had the same hair type. Hers was a little bit more relaxed, but it was really nice to have her to kind of be like, oh, how did you get your hair like that? Because she was born in the know. She had the knowledge. So she figured out about the whole blow dry your hair upside down and scrunching, but we both still used heat. Like, so now that I've basically talked about how I was doing everything that you shouldn't do for curly hair and not doing anything that you should, I'm gonna fast forward to about 2000. Got on Instagram, but she discovered Sun Kiss Alba and Andrea's Choice. She discovered Devacurl, the Diva Cut. Like, it was big. It was a very big change for us, because we went from being in the dark about curls to that light kind of just all of a sudden coming, and I'm like, what? This Choice we did start to have fun playing around with our curls a lot more, and we did start to see a big change. Like, it was crazy. And my sister, she used to sit and actually stick her fingers through my curls, and we would compare our different stories. Like, my sister used to get out of the shower and wrap her hair in a towel, do her makeup, and then do her hair. And I always got straight out of the shower. I did my hair and then I did my makeup. And we figured out that with our curl type, that is why I was always getting more of a curl up at the root, and my sister was getting more of a wave at the root, and then her hair would, you know, look. Another thing in 2012 that I think I should definitely share with you guys that I feel like did affect my curls was I began taking an antidepressant medication and anxiety medication. And I do feel like, you know, anything that goes into your body, of course, it's going to affect your hair. So I do feel like that had a lot, it did have some effect on my hair. A lot I can't really say because I was not. Even though I was watching Sunkissed Alba and she practices great methods, I was putting heat on my hair still. I was still doing box color. It was still not getting the great love that it deserves. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm going to kind of fast forward a little bit. I'm going to go to March 2014. I was actually starting to do okay with my hair. It was looking okay. I'm just going to say okay. But that is when I wanted to spruce it up a little bit and do something different. And I decided that I was going to do an ombre on my own hair. So I went to the store and I bought a box ombre and I did it. And because I thought that my hair wouldn't take, I left it on longer than it said to. And that's what started my downward spiral. Like, my hair, it was a wrap after that. I almost instantly regretted it. But what can you do? It's on there already. Like, so as you guys are going to see in the pictures that I'm going to show you, basically the big drastic change for me came when I discovered the Super Cream Challenge in July of 2015. I was already on Instagram, as I had told you guys. I would, you know, I did. I was like anybody else. I wanted to get my pictures posted. I loved looking at all the other curly girls. I loved going on Mixed Chicks and all that. I loved looking at everybody's beautiful, full, healthy curls. Like, that was just I wanted it. That was my goals. And I'm so glad that I did. But I wrote Devacurl and asked them what my curl type was, because, you know, I was starting to try to learn about my hair, and that is when I found out about the Super Cream Challenge. And because of the Super Cream Challenge, and I started seeing like all these other people who had great results from Devacurl, I was just like, I am doing something wrong. So I made the best decision of my life, and I purchased the Curly Hair Handbook by Lorraine Massey, and that book changed my life. It literally set me on the path of success in my hair journey. I found out so much. That is when I found out about co-washing. That's when I found out the magic of lavender. Like, lavender is my baby. I love lavender. Like, my curls love lavender. Thank you for lavender. I figured out how to properly treat my hair in the shower. I never would have thought that I would be able to get tangles out of my hands. I never would have thought. I always thought I needed a comb. But that is when I figured out detangling everything. Like, anything you need to know to get you started, to the basics, the foundation, is in the Curly Girl Handbook. So, and it's $7 on Amazon. I think that's how much I paid for it. You have to get it. You have to get the Curly Girl Handbook. I'm going to have a link. I promise. I'm going to figure out a way to get a link for you guys, because I feel like it's a must. It is a must when you are starting out. So what I did was, after reading the Curly Girl Handbook and finding out in depth detail about sulfates and what they can do to our hair and how they build up over time, and just so many things. Like, some of the stuff I was already doing, but because of everything that I wasn't doing, it was making it, the good things that I was doing, not even matter. So I went through all, because I've always been a product junkie, always. But now I'm a healthy hair product junkie. Like, get it right, healthy product junkie. Not just any old product junkie, I'm a healthy product junkie. But what I did was I went through and I was matching the ingredients that it was saying don't ever use in your hair. I was reading all my products, and if it had it, it went to the black trash bag. I offered it to my mom and my sister-in-law. If they didn't want to use the products, I threw them away. And I know it sounds like a waste, but what was I supposed to do? Give it to a friend and have them start setting themselves back? No, wasn't gonna happen. Yes, that's when I started to air dry. Like I told myself, no blow dry. I actually wrapped it up and put it under my sink so that I wouldn't use it, because I knew that my hair needed a break. It deserved a break after all the years of wear and tear that I had put on it. And this time I was ready. This time I wanted to follow to a T every rule that you needed to follow. I'm telling you now, if you are going to pick and choose different things to listen to, then there's really no reason on putting yourself through the struggle of a healthy hair journey. It is exactly what it's a healthy hair journey. You have to do everything as far as your diet, as far as how you're treating your hair, regimens, deep treatments, and most off, no heat. That was the biggest thing. People are always asking me, what was the number one step? Well, here it is. Here it is. No heat. No heat. Do not straighten your hair. I've posted about this before, and I'm saying it now. When that special event is coming and you're 2 weeks in your healthy hair journey, you know your curls are probably not going to look as great as you want them to look. Do not decide, oh, I have to straighten my hair. Find a really cute curly updo, put your hair up, and then maybe finger curl those curls that are like hanging down. Like, just do whatever you have to do to not put heat on your hair. If you are going to pull your hair back, some people I suggest, like, you know, for the first little while, you might want to pull your hair back a little bit. My rule of thumb is do not loop that ponytail holder any more than twice. Do not, after you do it, pull your hair like this to tighten it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm pretty sure the Super Cream Challenge was a really good motivator to helping me to keep doing the right thing for my hair, because, of course, I really wanted to win. And two, I just was loving the love that the curly community was giving. Like, I was loving that people were actually starting to write me and ask me for help, ask me what I did, telling me that my curls are beautiful. And I'm like, wow, this is the first time this has ever happened. And then it clicked. I'm like, you know, a lot of people are writing me saying, oh my gosh, I've never met someone with the same curl type. And I'm like, that's the same for me. I never had anyone with the same curl type as me to follow. I love Sunkissed Alba. I love Andrea's Choice. I love Much More Than Beauty. But at the end of the day, they did not have the same curl type as me. And I would say that that is when I decided to turn my personal account into more, excuse the airplane. I decided to turn my personal account into more of a help the curly world account. That is when I decided to start giving out as much advice and tips as possible and showing people, like, you know, this is what my hair used to look like. Wasn't ashamed. Like, I was actually very proud of, like, hey, looking people advice and talking to and meeting a lot of great curly girls. That is when another really big change happened for me. I realized that it was therapy. It was like therapy for me to be able to have such a wide variety of curly girls to talk to and other people as passionate about curls as me. It was the first time that there was literally other people obsessing over curls the way me and my sister did, and it just started to make me feel so good that I quit taking my antidepressants, anxiety medicine. I just stopped everything. I did, because I realized I did not need that medication. It wasn't making me feel better. I felt like it was making my hair worse, and you guys became my therapy. Helping you guys helped me. My sister was a big help for me, and I just knew that if she was still around, we would still be obsessing over curls. And so it's like I found a little bit of the bond that my sister and me had in my bond with everybody else. So when you guys write me and you're like, thank you so much for responding, thank you so much for helping me, when I say no problem, I mean no problem. Like, I love what I do. I love being able to help you. I love to see happy people. I love to see happy curly girls. I love when you guys send me your pictures of your hair and I can see from the first picture you sent me a difference. It lets me know, like, wow, it's really helping. After getting my Diva Cut in October and my Diva Touch Up at the end of October, I did not have to do anything to my hair as far as cutting or trimming until April. And the only reason I went in for another Diva Cut was because my hair was getting too long and I felt like I was losing volume. So I went in and had her add, you know, more fringe around my face. I specifically asked for curls to frame my face. I asked for lots of long and short layers. I let her know that I did not mind having extremely short layers on top, and this is what I came out with. And of course we added the Pintura highlights using Olaplex, which helped to lighten my hair faster so that the product didn't have to be on my hair as long, and it helped to make it so basically my hair was the same. I noticed an ever so slight difference in the texture of my hair. Definitely worth it. So now that I've basically, you know, talked you through the background of my healthy hair journey, I am now going to quickly show you guys pictures over the years and just, you know, quick touch on what's different here, what's different there, just so you guys can actually see the changes as they happen, the good and the bad, because like there are some where my hair was like good and then it got set back like because of the
my hair a few years after I stopped doing box relaxers. It's a prime example of damaged hair. You could tell just from the picture how dry and brittle it was, and it didn't help that I was constantly brushing my hair, shampooing for each wash, and still using chemicals. And I definitely wasn't paying attention to any ingredients and products I was using. In 2007, I was basically always straightening my hair for special occasions, or I'd always have my hair pulled back into tight ponytails like in the photo on the right. So that would leave me with curls that looked like this: dry, flat, lifeless, and brittle. Like most curly girls do, I gave up and started to straighten my hair again, using heat daily, and apparently I thought I needed bangs too. Because I've always preferred my hair curly to straight, in 2011 I actually started wearing my hair natural more. But because I wasn't applying products properly and wasn't practicing healthy hair habits, I was still not happy with the results of my curls. This is actually one of my first curly Instagram posts. It's when me and Aubrey had discovered Sun-Kissed Alba and Andrea's Choice. I look back at this picture and I really can't believe how far my curls have come. As you see here, my curls are actually starting to snap back, but I still wasn't applying my products correctly, still wasn't always using the right products, and I was still using box chemicals. This is actually one of the last pictures that me and my sister got to take together before her accident, and after that I just couldn't bring myself to do my hair anymore. Knowing that there would be no one to obsess with over curls anymore kind of broke my heart. I started getting back into curls and could bring myself to watch our favorite YouTubers again, and I even discovered Much More Than Beauty's page and started using her finger coiling method. I feel like this really started to help train my hair, and as you can see, my hair is actually looking pretty healthy. And this is when I decided to box ombre my hair. Not only did I damage my hair with the bleach, I was still not being a label reader with my products. I would buy and use anything just because it promised revived hair after just one use or something like that without actually reading what was in the ingredients. As you see, my curl pattern was loose and my ends were dry and brittle. I thought that maybe cutting off the ends would help, but because the stylist razored my hair and I wasn't doing anything to keep my hair moisturized, my hair was still showing signs of damage and my curl pattern was still very loose. And here's the change that started to take place after reading the Curly Girl Handbook and getting rid of all of the products that had sulfates and silicones. I was no longer shampooing daily and I began deep conditioning regularly. I was incorporating essential oils and coconut oil into my regimen as well. I was strictly using Devacurl and strictly air drying. And as you can see, my curl pattern was tighter and I was having more volume with less frizz and generally healthier hair. I also wanted to mention that I had been a cigarette smoker for the past couple years, and at this time I quit smoking cigarettes. I strongly believe that this was just one more thing that helped my hair get healthier. Here's a side-by-side of my hair before and after scrunching away the cast created by Devacurl. My hair is 100% dry in both pictures. My first time using Devacurl, I didn't wait for my cast to completely dry before I started manipulating my hair, and I wasn't happy with my results. But once I figured out how to use Devacurl correctly, I always got beautiful curls. This is a picture of my results after my first Diva Cut. I was really trying to hold on to my long hair for so long, but then I realized it was time to get rid of the damaged ends. A month after my first Diva Cut, I was given the opportunity to do a photo shoot in New York with Devacurl to be featured on one of their Curls Up, Combs Down curl kits. Ed from the Diva Shan Salon gave me some final touch-ups and literally perfected the shape of my hair. The only reason I decided to get another Diva Cut in April was to give my hair more volume from growing out so fast and to reshape the curls that had grown out. I also got my Pintura highlight.
Alright, so now that you guys have seen with your own eyes my healthy hair journey, I wanted to just real quick, because I feel like this video is going to be so long, I wanted to touch on what I consider to be must-haves. A pick of some sort must be in your curly life. And I know that girls with softer curls are always telling me I cannot pick my hair without losing my curl. Once your hair gets healthy, once your curls get right, and once you master how to pick, I promise you, you're not going to destroy your curl patterns. You don't want to like actually go up in your hair. You're literally just going to the root and going up, root up, just to kind of give that, you know, you're fluffing your hair like this anyway. So let the pick do it for you. Let the comb do it for you. It's gonna help with frizz. A little trick that I sometimes do for extra volume is I'll spray the Devacurl Flexible Hold Spray onto the actual pick, and then go in and pick. Or for the girls who really struggle with volume, you can spray the comb with the Devacurl Flexible Hold Hairspray. Hold the pick in like this while you're quick blow drying with the cool, and it'll help to set the volume up high. Another must-have to me is a deep treatment of some sort that is silicone free, sulfate free, everything free that it needs to be. My go-to that I went to at first, that I used all the time, I'm so obsessed with Heaven and Hair, you guys. Actually today, I used Heaven and Hair in the shower and left it in as a leave-in just to see what happened, and I kind of liked it. So that's another way you can use Heaven and Hair if you want. You gotta have some way to cleanse your hair, and as I've been saying, we're not supposed to use shampoo, so that is why I used Diva Decadence No Poo. I'm very clear with you guys, I used the regular No Poo at first, but literally right as the Super Cream Challenge was going on, that is when they launched Decadence, and I hopped right on it and got it and fell in love, and my curls fell in love. Decadence does have a one condition, but for some reason, I think it's because the smell reminds me so much of, I don't know, it just brings me to a special place. I use the Devacurl regular one condition. Sorry, it won't focus, you guys. I'm so sorry, it won't focus.
To shorten the length of this video, I decided to give you guys a list of the rest of the things that I think a curly girl must have when starting her healthy hair journey. Time to announce the Devacurl giveaway while I show you guys some final before and afters. All you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to Devacurl's YouTube channel, and then comment down below. And next week, I'll be picking 3 winners to win a Curls Up, Combs Down kit that I was featured on. If you still have any questions, comment below and I'll answer them as soon as possible. But remember, I'm always sharing curly tips and tricks on my Instagram. Good luck on the giveaway, and if you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Thanks, guys.